Good morning. This is Bill from Europa, Naples, and today I have this terrific 2015 Mini Cooper Roadster. One of the fun things to do for car guys is sit around and debate, what's going to be collectible? What's the future collectible? I know this is something I bring up from time to time. I have to say that my heart of hearts tells me that this thing is going to be one of those cars. Maybe not all of them, maybe just specifically this one. No, I'm sure more than this one. But what a cool piece. They've taken the normal Mini Cooper coupe, they've shortened it, they've made it 2 seats, they lowered the roof, they streamlined the roof line, and just turned it into something that's just a ton of fun, and so purpose-built for you and a loved one to tool around and enjoy yourselves in. That is the stuff of collectability. When the top goes down, the price goes up, as they say. Nobody's out there collecting old sedans, at least not in the mainstream. It's always the coupes and the convertibles that bring the biggest money. Never mind the collectability for a moment. This thing is gorgeous. It's, again, 2015, one owner, just turned 16,000 miles, of course has warranty left, finished in British Racing Green Metallic, a fantastic color for this thing. When I drove it home last night, my girlfriend commented on what a great little car it was, and frankly, that's like one car out of 12,000 that she's ever made a comment on, unless it's negative. So, I can tell you this thing, it pleases a very tough crowd. You can see the lovely chrome trim around there, around the car. Just looks super nice. The chrome roll bars, the alloy wheels. It is what Germany is all about, and that's what's pretty cool about this thing, is it just harkens back to an earlier time of Triumphs and MGBs and all the kinds of cool little sports cars that weren't super big on horsepower, but they were huge on handling and huge on fun, and that's what this Mini's all about. So let's have a look inside the trunk. We always start in the most boring place. You can see, look at the mist on this thing. It drives me nuts. God, such a muggy Florida morning, but season is looming. Season is coming, and with it the good weather, so we all have high hopes here. Okay, so trunk up, it actually is really damn useful. Look at the size of that trunk in this little car. You can fit a bunch of stuff back there. You might even squeeze some, I don't know about golf clubs. Certainly you could front to back through that shuttered opening up there. If you have to bring home, some 2x4s, you can move them through that, hang them out the back, and put a red flag on it. You see everything's mint as it should be. You got a nice net here. You got the original mats. I got my bag of crap, but 12-volt outlet if you need it. Very, very nice and proper in the trunk area of this car. Whoever owned this thing just loved on it. Even for a late model, low mileage car, it's pretty incredibly clean. All right, let's have a look under the hood. All right, so here we will find Mini's 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine. Puts out a little under 130 horsepower, so the figures aren't huge, but the fun is, it's a fantastic little engine. Free-revving, a joy across the rev band. That's made into a 6-speed manual, something that I think makes this car, again, terrific. It delivers fantastic gas mileage, almost 30 in the city, up in the mid-30s on the highway, so you'd be passing a lot of gas stops, laughing at the cars pumping up. Everything very nice, proper, as it should be under this low mileage Florida car. The chrome ring. Nothing out there is like a Mini. Look at the beautiful chrome grille on this car with the horizontal slats, the fog lights down low, those big ovals with the marker lamps in them. Mini just builds a beautiful, beautiful car. They really do. Nice design, and you just can't mistake it for anything else. All right, back here you've got these lovely chrome-trimmed roll bars. You also have a windscreen in the center of them. This is the convertible top stowed. You can see it's very, very nice the way it works. Inside, this is important. These leather seats are over a 2,000. They're sport seats, and they've got the lounge carbon leather to the tune of about $2,400 on the option sheet. Man, it's worth it. This is some of the most beautiful leather I have seen in a newer car in a long time. You know, sometimes you get in these German Q ships, you can't really tell if it's, MB Tex or vinyl or leather. They all just kind of feel the same. Man, this is like, the lazy boy that I want at home in my house. It is just so supple, lovely, nice graining in it. I love the white contrasting piping there. Man, if you're ordering one of these new, don't even think about it. Opt for the leather. It's gorgeous. Over here in the door panel, you see a nice black painted trim, not too garish. Some of the earlier Minis were. Nice natural leather looking armrest there, contrasts beautifully with the rest of the interior. Oh, so we got a rabbit. God, that's a brave little SOB. Just hanging out. Hey, little guy. Anyway, you can see a very nice chubby little steering wheel here, fat to grip. Very attractive gauge package. We'll get into that in a second. But what a good looking interior in this car. And let me just harken back to my point about collectability. That is going to age well. You keep this car nice, man, this is going to be something special for years to come. Look at him go. Go on, little rabbit. Go make more. All right, so let's hop in. He wants to go for a ride. See, I guess in a Mini, you're just kind of non-threatening. I suppose that's what's going on here. If I were in some kind of a Z06 Corvette, he'd be flying out of here. All right, so to start it up, you put your key in here, push in. You see we got 2 keys, nice stuff. Foot on the brake and the clutch. Cranks right to life. Now I'm gonna leave the e-brake on, so, all right, so no calls about the brake light. That's, of course, the emergency brake light. So we've got a couple things going on here. First of all, I love these black-faced gauges. They're kind of charcoaly. It's hard to see. And in fact, let me put the top up for a minute. To do that, we're going to push this guy here. See, it comes nicely into place. Pull down, twist, and you're good. Now you can run the windows up, which we're going to do. Okay, so now there shouldn't be as much reflection, and there's not. I think I'm going to turn the e-brake off so it's not distracting. I love the black face gauges with the orange contrasting lighting. Very, very cool. Over here is Mini's ridiculous open-o-meter. That tells you how long the top has been open in hours, like logging the hours of open top driving. Yeah, quirky, sure, okay. Worthless, yes. I suppose it's a little bit of fun, and that's technically what the car's supposed to be about. So you got very nice multi-function wheel. Again, lovely wheel to grip. It just feels nice. You got your automatic headlights over here. All the funky styling with these half-moon door handles. Pretty cool stuff. Over here, you've got the same speedometer that the school bus I went to school in the 1970s had with Mr. and Mrs. Hartley drove it. And it's a giant speedometer like that. It's also a manual, God bless her. Probably don't have that anymore. Anyway, that is, of course, an historical Mini feature, is the big speedo in the middle of the dash. I think 160 miles an hour is a little ambitious. You got a fuel gauge in there. All your warning lights are built into it. Radio and display. You can get into your Bluetooth phone there. Of course, your AM, FM, auxiliary USB, all that's new inside the glove box, hasn't been used. You got an in-dash CD there. Look at this, I got my phone hand over the sun there. You got very nice automatic climate control. You got these incredibly cool mini gated switches. I just love those. Unlike any other car, and again, hearkening back to British cars of earlier times. You got a sport button, you got cup holders, you got your USB and auxiliary, and of course this terrific 6-speed manual gearbox. Over here in the glove box, there's your USB and iPod adapter. You got a window sticker, you got your books, we got 2 sets of keys. Oh, look at this sticker. All right, so there you go. Look at the price of that seat option. $2,000. Worth every damn penny. Actually made it up to $30,000 on this car, which is expensive for a non-S. So very well optioned out car. Nice to see. You do have this very cool little secret compartment there. Again, I don't know what you want to store in there. You got your spice or your 38 or whatever you want to put in there is fine, and I don't think anyone's going to find it. Nobody knows it's there. Let me do a quick walk around the car with the top up so you can see it. Oh, at the same time, I'm going to raise the, look at that guy coming up there. This comes up naturally like a 911 when you're driving. Pretty cool stuff. Keeps the ass end planted down as you're at speed, or at least just looks cool. Either one is fine. Back down. Take a quick walk around the car, and then we'll go for a spin. Okay, there you see the black top is up and in place. They have very much made the roof line in this car lower than the Mini Coupes, which is nice. You can see everything proper and all around, just super. You got some company, and just lovely to look at. All right, so a little interruption there, but we're good to go. Let's hop in and go for a spin. I think we should get the top back down. So to do that, release this guy, push it up. You have to have that little hinge there open, or else it's not going back. You can see the windows go down and the top goes down. Gives you a little beep when it's done. You're good to go. All right, and there's our top meter. Look at that. This thing's been down for, ooh, what is it now? Oh, about 5 hours and 45 minutes. I need my reading glasses. All right, let me go slow over this hump here. And off we pop. So again, this thing is all about driving fun. That's the sole purpose of this car. It's not to haul things. It's not to you know, bring a family around. It is specifically to transport you and somebody else in very sporty comfort, and have fun shifting through the gears, doing weekend trips, commuting. You know, this will make your commute to work a pleasure. All right, there you see, beautiful response from that peppy little 4. That's without the sport button. Also, nice sound from the exhaust note. Anyway, you get the point. This thing is a lot of fun. It's gorgeous. It's a bill-approved future collectible. I swear it's going to be. I know it is. You can just tell. And it's just a joy to have in the fleet. You know, don't make it your primary car unless you're, you know, not hauling stuff around. But man, as a second car, or you know, something fun to have at a summer home or whatnot, this is the way to go. Really enjoy yourself. Give us a call, 239-649-7300, on the web at mercedesexpert.com. Thanks so much for having a look. We really appreciate it. We'll see you with the next one. Take care.